everybody. Dave Nassi here. How are you? Well, it is my turn to do this one. Europe, the final countdown. Kind of stoked on this one. We're going to have a really good time. We're going to get everything about the song. We're going to do it as easy as possible. Melody, solo, rhythm, all you need to know, all the hits and more. So let's go ahead and do this. This song, of course, as we know, it's so catchy and, we have such a strong melody here. We'll outline the chords that are underneath that melody first. So you're going to ring out an F sharp power chord. You're going to go to a D power chord. You're going to go down to a B. You're going to have an E. And you're going to go back to F sharp. You're going to repeat that 2 times. That's the quickest way to get through that part. You're going to repeat that 2 times. Now we're going to lead into a riff where we have so let's outline that riff one more time. Repeating the section it does twice, I'm going to play the second half. So notice on this descending line, I'm going to hit one single note. I'm going to hit an A chord. I'm going to go back to that single note, open low E string in there, and I'm palm muting. And I open up on that D chord down to the C sharp. So in context, it's important to hear it because it rings out over the melody and then it kicks into these chugs. So let's get the melody part, right? That'll cover us there. And I think, using your ears, you can hear when those chugs are going to kick in and when we're going to ring one single long chord. And that'll save us a little bit of time with getting through the song because there's a lot of repetition, but they just sound cool and it's easy to remember. So thinking of our melody now, you could play this in a couple of different octaves by all means. I like to play it on the 3rd string because it gives a little bit more thickness with a little bit more of an arena rock sound. I can play with that a little bit, maybe get some of that kind of stuff in there. But if I go, so that's going to start me off. I'm on the 3rd string, 6th fret. I'm going to go to the 4th fret. Now from there, I'm going to start with my pinky on 7. I'm going to go back to 7 to start the second half. And drop my 1st finger down to the 3rd string and go. So that's our cool little catchy melody. I'll play it slow for you. Now there is a kind of dynamic pacing to this, right? But it's catchy enough. So that's going to be 6, 7, and 9. 7, 9, 11. Take it all the way back down. 7, 6. So let me play that melody for you slow, then I'll play it at a faster tempo. That's cool. So leading into the verse section, we're going to have a long ringing F sharp into a B chord, a long ringing F sharp, into a stretch chord. Now this stretch chord is pretty cool to play. I'm going to have my pinky on the 7th fret 5th string, my index finger on the 4th fret 6th string, and I'm going to lead into the A after that. So let's put put that in context. Thinking of the vocal line, right? So the F sharp again. We have our stretch chord, A chord. Now we're going to begin a galloping triplet on our D as we go into the E chord. Now you can go if you want, that's all good. But from there we're going to stretch now from the A, back down, F. From there we're going to go to the E, C sharp. Now I played it slow, it's a little hard to hear in context. Let's take it from that triplet build up on the D chord. You're back in your chorus. So we're doing good, right? We're covering through this pretty easy. It's not so bad. We've got some simple chords, but they're just really easy to remember, right? Let's talk about the solo. I think that's going to be really fun to play. The solo is going to be mapped out in a pretty easy way, and you know, before we get into some lead work, because you're going to hear some terminology and things, I got to say, there's a really cool link in that YouTube description box. If you click on that, it's going to give you a guide to soloing with some scales and different interpretations of scales and terminology that you really, really need. It comes with a coinciding ebook that's free and a video, and we like that kind of stuff because when we get into stuff like this, we just kind of want to be a little bit more aware, and you can kind of have it sitting out, and it's all free information for you. And all you got to do is just click on that description box. So, taking a look at the solo, we're going to start with this lick right here. So, now, I've seen people play this a couple of different ways, and there is a little bit of a weird nuance to the way that John Norum plays this. Middle finger on 12 is going to start us off, and we're outlining a B minor triad. So as I hit this, now I've seen, you know, some people go through it and go trying to get that extra flurry in there, but really the idea behind it is just keeping it even. The next little piece is going to be starting with your third finger on 14. You're going to go 14, 12, 10. Or I'm sorry, 14, 12, 15. Now this is a diminished arpeggio, so you can spin it to look as it another arpeggio too, all you theory lovers out there. We're going to go like this. Now notice I'm starting with this note on the second string, but the technique is the same every time. This is 15, 14, and 17. That gives us this. Down to the 8th fret, we're going to play the G arpeggio. So that lick there is going to start from 8, 8, 10, 7, twice. And that's kind of the cool little tag after that. So starting here again. So this little melody here, think like for all you older dudes, meow, 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 meow. That'll stick in your head forever. But you're gonna do a little extra on that middle finger there on your G note. Kind of an extended triplet. Or you can throw that in there. So these are tremolo dips, and we're gonna start from 7, we're going to go 7, 6, 4, deuce after that. So then we're going to lead into a blues lick. So from the beginning. That'll take us up to our cool little blues lick that's going to happen. So starting from your blues lick, it's going to be very easy as we execute this. We're going to start from the second string On the 10th fret, we're going to go ahead and do one big bend there. We're going to go right to the high E string, and we're going to lay our finger flat to hit not only the high E string, but the B string. We're going to go back down to 10, and then we're going to bend 9. So really easy. Cool little lick. It's kind of a grip thing. You know, like if you're bending here, and then you got to lay flat, some people don't like to use their pinky, I'll be honest, just from experience. So, you know, you might want to use your third finger. That is only going to be the, like, maybe the awkward part of that. So if I go, right, I'm going to bend up this. That's going to be the rest of it. So I'll play it slow and give it some context. Please be advised that when we have a flat 5 or a blues note in there, again, using that, anything that you get from that link in the description box to help you, it's a little gross when we land on it at a slow pace. So I'm going to play this whole lick for you slow, and we'll get through this part and get to the rest of the solo. We're almost done. So we have... That's your little blues lick right there. So we'll play it again. You could probably do just about anything you wanted, to be honest, as long as you ended there. I think it would be all right. And you hit. I think it would probably be all right, you know, just whatever you're comfortable with. You're going to lead right back into that cool melody. Difference there, right? Bending on 10. So that was a bend on 10. I'm going to go to 7 on the 3rd string, to 9. Bend that thing up. I'm going to do a unison bend on 9 and 11. Now notice I grabbed my pinky on the 2nd string on the 12th fret, and then I went back into that unison bend. That's going to cover your solo. So let me play this thing for you. Improvise. Done. So it's a cool solo to play. You know, whenever it gets bluesy, admittedly, I'll kind of improvise just because it's a lot of fun to mess around with that stuff. But you could see that even in the context of something just like this, we've got some liberty to play around. I think we're all good. There is going to be one little section that's going to come out of this where we have some stabs and some accents. I'm going to talk about that briefly, and we're going to be really good with the final countdown. So we're going to hit an F sharp. This is coming out of the solo. We're going to go C sharp to D. We're going to go to a B, and then a D to an E. And that covers us just for the little keyboard thing. I think we're good. Please, everybody. We love all the help that you can give us. You know, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, doing some fun things today, and, you know, just having a good time with things that we know you will enjoy. So I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Epic Guitar Instruction.